How about now? Yeah, okay, cool. Sorry, it looks like the whole... Oh, fuck. Well, let's pretend that was intentional. Leaving for a few days, everything gets kind of out of whack. And I had to reboot into Windows to print off some immigration forms before I left, and I just forgot about that this morning. And that's my failsafe alarm. So thank you all for joining me. This is Holden's weekly Apache Spark code reviews. We're going to be doing a bit of a short one today because I have to put dinner in the slow cooker before I leave to work, but yeah, it's cool. We're joined by a lot of extra friends today. More stuffed animals are down here. So I got a new bed recently, and yeah, or new mattress. It finally doesn't smell bad. That's great. But I had to take all my stuffed animals off the bed, so it's a little crowded down here. But with that, let's go ahead and get ready to get started. I don't know what PRs we're going to review today. It's been a hot minute since I took a look. I really unplugged for this most recent vacation, and I think that's really good. And I encourage other open source maintainers to feel free to do that because it's really refreshing. First back after holidays. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and double check that things are working on Twitch and YouTube really quickly, just so that I can see the comments stream. The little chat window thing that I use, I think it's still broken. There's this thing, chat browser. Is that working? Yeah, no, it's only connected to one of two, so it's useless. So we'll just go ahead and we'll just do this old school, which is just, I will have Twitch and YouTube up, respectively. And so, how's this going? Cool. Looks like it's working. Oh! Hi! Yay, we have a chatter on YouTube. Hi, Saurabh. I hope I said your name right. If not, let me know how to pronounce it correctly. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Hopefully the sound of whatever it is my neighbor is doing isn't too loud. Cool. So you can see I set the little banner there. Got Twitch here. Cool, and I'll just check in on those two periodically. So, like I said, this one's going to be, I'm pretty new to Apache Spark. Oh, yay, it works. Could you please help me? How should I start? Well, that's a good question. Are you wanting to start contributing to Spark, or are you wanting to start working on Spark itself? Because there's sort of different advice for each of those things. Cool. I'm going to go ahead and bring up the open Spark PRs while we're talking about this. Oh yeah, and we have a second chatter. So awesome. This is the Spark PR dashboard. I have a version of it that I run for Airflow. Wow, it definitely has been a long time. My GitHub authentication timed out on this machine. This isn't my daily work machine, which is also part of it. This is my working on Spark. Okay, cool. So I have a talk. It's a little old, but it's on YouTube. I'll bring that up really quickly. Holden getting started contributing to Spark. So it was from OSCON in 2016. It's a little out of date. I still think this is probably a good one to watch. It talks about the different components, how to decide where to work, how to find issues in Jira. And then I also have this other live stream that I did a while back, 7 months ago, which also comes up when you search for the same thing. And that one walks you through making a new PR to Spark, sort of from end to end. so I'll just paste this. Probably watch the top 2 videos at this, and for Jira issues. If you're interested, you can reach out to me by email. It's holden@pigscanfly.ca. I have a Google one. It's also holdencaro@google.com. And I can try and set up some time if you're willing to do it live, and we can go through the Jiras together and try and pick a good starter issue for you. And then I can help walk you through that as well. If you're willing to do it in such a way that we can like record it and share it with multiple people, because I try and do it so that all of my work helps multiple people at the same time. I'm just kind of lazy like that. But okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do, because I signed into the PR review dashboard, is I want to see what's happened with the PRs while I've been out of town. So this thing, it shows me my own PRs. That's okay. I'll keep on top of those. But the ones that I'm more concerned about are the PRs that I've reviewed that people might have worked on while I was out of town. So this one looks like commented on it. 16 days ago. Yeah. And all the other ones have either been merged or, oh, hey Gwen, or they're out of date. Oh, yo, Gwen, I think I made a Kafka version of this. I don't remember. Just want Gwen's here really quickly. Airflow. So I made the Spark PR dashboard thing for Airflow. I don't remember if I made it for Kafka. I meant to, but I might have gotten distracted because my life is pretty busy. And no, okay, looks like I didn't make it for Kafka. Sorry. Made it for Airflow and Beam. I'll make a version for Kafka at some point. Now that I've done it a few times, it's not so bad. Okay. So we want to go and we want to follow up on Brian's PR. And that's because I've already commented on it, and it looks like I'm the only reviewer. Okay, no, there's other people who are commenting who just haven't reviewed it with the review tool in GitHub. So that reviewer thing's just a little interesting. Yeah. So, anyways, the reason that I want to come back is to make sure that, if I've asked someone to do something and they've done it, then I can be like, that's awesome, and give that, happy, positive feedback, but also maybe merge their code, right? I don't want to just give review feedback and then leave people to falter. But this one's a little different. Brian can merge his own code. He's also a committer. So let's, yeah, I don't think we need this. Yeah. So yeah, on the Kafka PR thing, I'll shoot you an email when I get a chance to make that, or I might make it live too. So have arrow tests. So one of the things, so part of the reason that this, oh shit. Sorry. Oh god. God damn. Fuck, why do I have to enter a password to turn off an alarm? Ah. Fuck. Sorry. Anyways, so the reason behind this is that we got into a situation where Jenkins was not running the arrow tests, and this is bad because it means that our code was not being tested properly. So how about if we checked an m variable or something along the lines of should have arrow and pandas installed. Oh yes, I could smash it on something hard. That might not be the greatest plan though. It is, although I guess it is my work device, so they'd probably replace it. But given that this is being streamed, yeah, that might not be a great plan. Okay, anyways, and e.g. tests are running in Jenkins, and if it's not, and if it's set, but we don't have, it's easier to have accidents when you're not on video. Not that I, of course, would ever do that, but yeah, anyways. If we don't, right, sorry, e.g. tester, but we don't have the required versions installed, fail. Okay, so I want to read this again and make sure that my comment actually makes sense. How about if we checked an n variable for something along the lines, n variable like expect arrow cool. So this is just a suggestion that, like, yeah, I mean, definitely printing out an error message that, hey, printing out a warning that we're skipping is cool, that's useful, but more useful would be failing if we're running on Jenkins and we don't have the things we're expecting, right? Because people skip warnings all the time. I myself do that a lot. It's not good, but the Spark test output is way too long for people to be expected to actually read everything, and we are far too lazy. Okay, so that's cool. The other ones, oh yeah, when was this last updated? Let's go take a look. Oh, it is conflicting. Yeah, okay. So they haven't had a chance to update it. So we'll just go ahead and we'll say gentle ping here. It's out of sync with master. Okay, cool. So we'll this PR it's out of sync with master. Be good to update it, and it would be good. I think this one is the one where we have, yeah, has training summary and it gets rid of a bunch of duplicate code. My one comment from earlier was that we were doing some weird stuff with super, and I wasn't really sure why, because I just didn't know why. Could have been a good reason for it, could just be a difference of opinion. If it's a difference of opinion, hopefully we'll rewrite it. Okay, on that note, let's go back and just look at the incoming open PRs into Spark. Go ahead and close this search for my name, don't really need that. Okay, so let's go take a look at ML. Oh wow, this one's been going on for a while, I think. It's pretty big. It's 428 lines, but it's not ridiculous. This one's pretty small. Interesting. I would not expect this one to be an ML, so let's take a look at that. And let's take a look at this one too. Okay, that's 3 PRs to look at. That's pretty good. Oh yeah, sure. Thanks. Here, I can hold it up, I think. I hope it doesn't break. It's new. This is my keyboard. It has lights. I like it. It's kind of like a vague rainbowy thing. It's new. This is my first time working on it. We'll see if I hate it and I go back to a regular non-mechanical keyboard or not, but a friend recommended it to me, so it seemed like a good idea. Okay, so let's go take a look at this. Oh, cool. Okay. So that's why. This PR from January 3rd is a takeover of a PR from October of 2017. So, oof. Ooh, and it has tests. I like tests. Wow. Yes. Cool. Okay. Oh God. This is some R-specific stuff. Oh man. Okay. So I'm not really. Okay, cool. So Felix said R is LGTM. Someone else left some minor comments. Okay, where was this left off? Okay. Okay. Weird. Okay. Cool. I'll go take a look at it. The R stuff is handled, which is really good because I am not qualified to review R code. R code is just not my jam. I'm really glad Python is popular. Okay, so this is probably where the main diff is, and I can take a look at the Scala code quickly. Has input calls, has output calls. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad we added this to the base. Cool. So none of the input columns can have the same name as the output column. That's fine. Validate and transform field. Okay. There's a new function. Okay, yes, okay. So for each field, we take an input column and an output column name. And then down here, we take all of the input columns with the output columns, flat map them together. Check single versus multi. Yeah, we assert that the length needs to be the same. That's good. Well, so my one question here is down here. Is the schema being built up iteratively? Like, are we mutating it each time? No, we're not. So this check is good, right? We check to make sure that none of the output columns are going to stomp on the input columns, or none of the output columns are going to stomp on existing columns. However, if someone specifies the same output column twice, it seems like we should give them a useful error message. Because down here, we're not going to catch any of that stuff. It's fine, though. It's fine. So it's a minor nit. So I'll go ahead and say minor, just so that it's not like a big thing. Okay, maps, string column. Its input columns are numeric. We cast them as string. The indices are 0. Yeah. Going to update these to 3.0. Okay, count by value. Array open hash map. Oh, interesting. So this uses a SQL aggregator to count by value. Why is it using a custom? Don't we? So normally I would say that we should do this with a group by. String index aggregator input columns. But yeah, this looks legit. So normally, right, I would say we should do like just the built-in count by value, but this way it lets it happen as a single action. So that's reasonable. Array of open hash map to string to long. Wait, what? Yeah, okay, yeah. Sorry, my brain is a little slow. Yeah, this looks reasonable. Let's go. I mean, I definitely want to go read this StringIndexer aggregator code for sure. Oh, do I have any proof of concept using Spark and Kafka? Sorry, I just checked in on the Twitch comments. I don't have one off the top of my hat. There's certainly many though. If you just search for that, I think Yasuk has some interesting ones which you can look at. But I haven't been playing around with Spark and Kafka together lately. But yeah, okay. So the fit function gets the input columns, filters it down. Oh. Filtered df. Okay, interesting. In case of equal frequency. Cool. So string indexer frequency. Wait, what? I'm not sure these two sort bys will do what's expected. But it is what we used to do. In case of equal, is it what we used to do? Wait, I'm not. So I don't. Why do we have? So this block of code here confuses me. Oh, right. So we're using the stable sort property. Okay, yeah. So, okay. So, is sort by on sequences guaranteed to be stable? A single sort by with a compound expression instead of two passes. Scala sort by stable is it? Okay, it is stable. Cool. Yeah, okay. That's good. Instead of So yeah. Like, this will produce the correct output. Yeah. Is this a change of behavior? If so, we should document it. We should document it in visible place. It's possible that count by value already did an implicit sorting, but I don't think it did. So I think this is a change of behavior. And that's legit. We can totally change behavior, especially since we're doing Spark 3, but we should still document it somewhere. And it's probably in a place where the previous behavior was undefined, but nonetheless, it would definitely be good to make that clear. Okay. Alphabet descending, alphabet ascending. Distinct. Okay, alphabet descending has changed. Okay, what this does is this takes, for each input column, this is going to trigger a lot of actions. Isn't it? This could trigger many actions on an otherwise many actions. The input is not cache. That's not great. What's up? That's not great. We should either cache the filtered df and explicitly uncache later, or what was the old logic? Oh. Yeah. I think that's probably, we could, as one solution. What do you think? And so this is fine, right? Like, this is very similar logic to the old logic. However, it's you know, you wouldn't necessarily expect each string index to trigger a separate action, and because of how Spark works, you know, we should really give Spark a hint that we're going to be triggering many actions. Yeah. Same comment as okay. Okay. Oh, is this the... No. Wait, what? Okay, yeah. We could use a for each here or similar. Is open hash map? Is this a Spark open hash map? I wouldn't be overly surprised because we have a bunch of internal things that we just use. Cool. And there's no simpler constructor, although we should probably consider adding that to the thing. Okay, filters out any. Wait, what? Is get handle invalid dropped? Okay, yeah, so this is where we decide how we want to handle it. Okay. That makes more sense. Sorry. Okay. What? I'm confused by this logic. Are we? Okay, this thing I haven't had a chance to get to, and same thing for our formula suite. But it's 9:45, so let's go. Thanks for working on this. I did a quick-ish pass through today, and I've got a few questions on the Scala side. Yeah. Cool. That's pretty good. Normally we do multiple PRs, but this one is just kind of a big one. I mean, it's not big in terms of Spark PRs. It's only 500 lines, but normally I pick smaller ones to review. So it's a little bit bigger than normal. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my quick live streaming outro. Yeah. So let's go ahead and do that. Holden and Boo's super fun live stream, or what exactly are we gonna break today? So this is not what we did. We did Apache Spark code reviews. Yay, so much fun. My name is Holden. My preferred pronouns are she or her, and I'm a developer advocate at Google. I'm on the Spark PMC, and means I'm a committer, among other things, and I contribute to a lot of other projects as well. Been at a bunch of other companies, co-author of 2 books. Of course, I think they're amazing, but your mileage may vary. Follow me on Twitter. There's a lot of complaining about my life because it's just part of what I do. But I also have SlideShare. I've started actually keeping my blog somewhat more up to date than normal. And I've been putting slides and conference videos here when I get them. So if you're interested, blog.holdencare.com. And if you have feedback, talk feedback is the survey that I have, but you can give me feedback on the live stream as well. In addition to who I am professionally, I am trans, queer, Canadian, and part of the broader leather community. And I think that's important, and I think for all of us working on data tools like Spark and machine learning tools like Spark MLlib, it's really important that in both our jobs and our open source communities, we look around and try and make sure they are diverse. So if you look around and everyone looks like you have a problem, and you should try and fix it. And one of the ways we can figure this out is by talking about who we are. Boo is my stuffed animal. She travels with me. She's in the living room right now because I slept out there because my bed is still not completely finished being set up. So, of course, I had Boo out there. So, with that, thank you all for joining me. This afternoon, I'm planning to live stream some blogging because I need to write some blogging. I think it's around 5:30 or something. And I hope you'll join me for that. I don't know. It'll be a little different. But I figure it might be interesting to see the other parts of developer advocacy besides just the talks and the code. I'm going to keep dragging this. Edit live is the best edits. Cool. Yay. That almost works. Okay. So on that note, thank you all for joining me. I'm going to go put the meat in the slow cooker so that I can have dinner for tonight. I'm very excited. It should be delicious. I love my slow cooker. And yeah, I hope you'll join me next week. I'm gonna be in London for Scala Exchange. Really excited about that. And then I'm also really excited about being done doing conferences for the year, and I'll be doing a lot more live streaming and blog posts for the rest of December and January. Thank you all, and have a lovely week.